guys, it's Miss trying to figure it all out. Today is Saturday. I am off work today. I have a couple pieces of new clothing that I want to try on and try to put a little look together. But first, I want to catch up on my hair wash routine because I skipped out a week. And yeah, this is what it is. I'm going to be doing some natural hair and makeup. I'm back. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and get started on my hair wash routine. I skipped out last week because I was really tired. I just did not have the energy or the determination, the will, anything to do it. But it's a little oily and then the gel buildup is in there, so I'm like, okay, it definitely needs to happen before I get back to work. Oh my goodness. I had a hard time getting a start today. I didn't want to get out the bed. I ended up having a nail appointment. I'm laughing at my hair. I ended up having a nail appointment this morning, and the crazy thing is that okay, so it's Saturday. So on Friday, and if you guys have watched some of my videos, you know, my earlier videos, I was doing an 8-hour shift on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. Fridays, which is considered the weekend. But for this week, after Friday, I'm off because I'm on a rotation now. And I'm off every other weekend, or 12 on and 2 off. So anyway, I had went into work yesterday. I was supposed to be working a regular 10-hour shift. And to make a long story short, due to a misunderstanding, some miscommunication, not on my end. I don't think it was anyone's fault. It's just something weird that happened with my schedule. But so yeah, I ended up, instead of working a regular 10-hour shift, there's hardly any 8 hours anymore, but not on Fridays, but it's usually like 10 or 12 hours. But anyway, so I was supposed to do a 10-hour shift, ended up doing an almost 14-hour shift. And let me tell you, by the time I got off, I was just like, usually when I get off work, I'm thinking of, okay, what am I going to snack on? I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to, do stuff on the online and just stuff like that. But no, I was just dog tired, and I wasn't thinking about any of that. And plus, I had to get up for early this morning because I had a nail appointment. So after working a shift like that, I only was able to lay down for like 2.5 hours, and then I had to get back up, go to the nail shop. And I was at the nail shop and I was like seeing stars, okay? At one point, my nail tech, who I have been going to for upward, like over 20 years for sure. Maybe, well, let me see. If not 20 years, then a little under or a little over. 20 years, give or take a couple years. So, but anyway, at one point my nail tech gets up and he's, I had gone ahead and had my, did I have my pedicure first? No, he was starting with my nails first. Then I was going to go to the pedicure chair, and then I was going to go back to the, his chair and get my nails finished. But at one point he got up and went to talk to like another, he's the owner. My nail tech is the owner. And so he got up at one point to go talk to like one of his employees, and they were just having small talk because it's like the people that work for him, they're people that I knew back when he was just a nail tech at another nail shop. And he recruited all of them once he opened his own shop. But anyway, so they're like family. So he's over there. He gets up for a second. I'm thinking he's going to get something for my nails. And he goes over there because she was just kind of sitting. She didn't have a client, so she was sitting at the pedicure station, one of the stations. And he went to go talk to her, and they were talking for a second. When I tell you, it it seemed like an eternity. And I was trying not to look over there because I'm like, okay, I'm going to be patient. But I was so tired, y'all. Um, just when I was at that point where I was getting ready to, I was getting ready to turn, okay? um, he finally came back and finished working on my nails. But anyway, yeah, so I was really tired this morning. It threw my schedule for today. Even though I'm off, it threw my schedule like completely off because, usually like when I'm getting up for work, usually I get up and I'm up at like 3 or close to 3 o'clock, or maybe a little bit after. It was almost 5 o'clock, and Ari had texted me about something. She hasn't really been at home, so she's staying with a friend of hers, and so she texted me about something, and I was like, oh, because she's always like, let me see your nails. She's so funny. And so I was like, I'll show you when I get up out the bed. And it was like, I looked at my phone, and it was like almost 5 o'clock, y'all. And so I was like, I am just being ridiculous. Like, I need to get up. I was so dog tired. And like 20 years ago, it wouldn't have made a difference. I didn't have a whole lot of sense, or maybe 30 years ago. When I was in my 20s, I didn't believe in rest and all that stuff. I was just go, 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 go. And I think that's why it's so hard for me now to even make myself relax, because even though I'm getting much better at it, because I've always been that person. I don't know when to sit down. I'm the type of person, like, I sit down and get rest when my body just is like, I'm giving out. So, but anyway, yeah, I ended up working an almost 14-hour shift, and it was like, I felt it, put it that way. But now it is like, yeah, Saturday evening, and I'm feeling more energized. I'm used to eating my first meal of the day late in the evening or at night. So I finally got up, and I don't know what it is. I know you guys probably seen, if you watch my videos routinely, I like scrambled eggs. I'm always saying, I wish I had some scrambled eggs. And I had been thinking of scrambled eggs, and scrambled eggs are not bad for you. So I made some scrambled eggs, and just put a little dish together. I had some vegan steak strips, so I sauteed those, some peppers and onions, and had that with my scrambled eggs, and it was delicious, okay? I made it spicy too, which is right up my alley. But so yeah, I finally got up the energy to do something. After I ate, I watched what was I watching? The Secret. It has Katie Holmes in it, and it's on Netflix right now. And at first I was like, because, you guys know I love my true crime and my interrogations and murder mystery and all that stuff. But once I started watching it, I was like, this seems pretty good. And I know Katie Holmes plays good roles. Like, she's typically not in stuff that's, if I see her name in something, like as a cast member, then I'm pretty assured the movie or show is going to be good. So, and it was really good. So yeah, The Secret on Netflix. I ended up watching that. But as you see, my hair is oily. It is dirty. I skipped out, like I said, on my hair wash routine last week just from being really tired. I'm going to go ahead and get this washed up, and then I'll be back so we can catch up. Okay, guys, so I am just sectioning and detangling my hair. I had to turn my TV down. I was watching The Pacific. It's on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix as well, but it's by Tom Hanks. I want to say Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg maybe directed it or something. another hair clip. But so yeah, it's a war movie. And it looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna restart it once I get settled, like to a point where I can relax. Because right now I've just really been listening to it. I haven't really been understanding what's going on. That Miel raspberry, rosemary mint leave-in conditioner smells so good. And it's like I don't really smell rosemary, but it has its own smell. It's a nice smell. Okay. So this is the last section. I think I'll start with this one when I dry maybe. No, I won't. I'm gonna start in the back. So for now, I'm gonna get my blow dryer and try to keep myself on track. I'm gonna take my clip off the back. I used to have a ton of these clips, but a lot of them have broken. And I don't think it's the clip. I think it's me, the way I'm abusing them. So, okay, so I am going to go ahead and get my dryer and start blow drying, and I will be back. Okay, you guys, so I am all dried out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my irons heated up and get ready to get my hair flat ironed out. I already have a heat protectant in it, and this time when I blow dried my hair, I used only cool heat. I didn't use any regular heat. I used cool only. The last couple of times I did my blow dry, I used this blow dryer once, and then I used the my Revlon roller brush that gets my hair really nice and straight. But I mean, it's blow dried out. It's more full now, I think, because I did it on cool. If I had done it on regular heat or high heat, it would have laid down more. But it's okay because I'm going to flat iron it out. And plus, I think I'm doing less damage to my scalp skin using the cool heat, because I burned my scalp a couple times. So I will be right back. Okay, y'all, so I got my flat irons heating up. I got my HSI, my KK, my K&K. My favorite auntie is KK, so call it KK. This one I'm just going to use some raw edges. Get those little snaps. Okay, that. Whew, Lord. Now that I'm getting started and I see the task ahead, I'm kind of like, even though I have to admit, like I said before, it does not take long for me to wash and dry and do all that stuff to my hair. It's just easier not to. Section like this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know what I want to do. I really don't. Comb it all up like a troll. And then I will just take little sections to flat iron and start from the back. y'all know I love my afro. Oh. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been catching up on any news lately. My mom has sent me a lot of news stories that I'm just now catching up on. Like, yeah, I think there was some like hate crimes going on and just all kinds of stuff. I'm like, my goodness. Y'all just have to be careful out there. I mean, there's just a lot of unstable people and people that are, you know, have their own beliefs about things and can be a little on the extreme side sometimes. You just have to be careful. Look out for one another. I was just thinking to myself, I was downstairs earlier and I was like cleaning up, straightening up some stuff, and I got the trash together. And the good thing is that there wasn't any like food trash, just like empty boxes, paper stuff that I needed to take out. And I was like, well, first I was thinking I'll go ahead and take it out, but then I'm like, you know what? I am absolutely gonna stop taking trash out when it's dark out and late at night. It just doesn't make sense when I can just wait and do it in the daytime. And if it was something that needed to go out, like food trash, I would just have to bag it up really, really well, and I could always put it on my balcony until I can go out the next day if it's like something I don't want to smell or something like that. But for the most part, I don't see why it can't wait. I just get impatient sometimes and I get really OCD about stuff and I just want to do it. I'll fixate on getting it done, and sometimes I'll do it and I'll know while I'm doing it that I shouldn't be doing it. But with everything that's going on in the world right now, it's just things like that. You know, when you're a single person, and you know, I know me being a single person, it didn't used to really be a big deal for me to take my trash out late at night. I mean, it's just something that's got to go out. But nowadays, And there's not even, like, no neighborhood is too safe. Crime is happening all over these days. I don't care what kind of neighborhood you live in. With this small flat iron, I'm just getting, like, the roots. I'm not really going all the way through. But I'm going to do some, and then I'll come back. And when I get ready to actually do some styling and profiling, yeah, I'll come back with my HSI. So yeah, I was watching this. Was it on YouTube? I don't know if it was on YouTube or what it was on. It might have been on YouTube, but I was watching this like crime, I don't know what maybe a crime story about a man named Peter, I want to say Peter Keller. I forget his wife's name, and then he had a daughter. I remember the daughter's name was Kayleen, because I actually ended up looking up some information after I watched it, because I was just blown away by the craziness of the story. So watching this story, and at first, like, when I was looking at it, I was like, is this like not real? Are these actors, you know? Because it just seemed too, how the video was shot. I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. It just seemed too bizarre. But so it was a family. The man's name was, like I said, Paul, Peter Keller. I want to keep wanting to say Paul. And he shot a video, like a video diary, y'all, of him. It shows him first, he's like out in the woods and he's like just building stuff. And when I first watched it, I thought, well, maybe he's just having man time, you know, doing stuff that men do. I play with wood and sticks and stuff, build stuff. So when they first showed it, I'm like, okay, he's having man time. But to make a long story short, this man shot a video diary of the process of him building almost like a bunker, like a place for him to live underground. And he was taking all kinds of stuff down there so he could have food and stuff to cook. So it's like, at first you're like, wow, that's weird for a man cave out in the woods like that. But he was all along saying, yeah, he's preparing for the big day. And in between, it showed his daughter graduating from high school. And it's all real video. Like at first, like I said, I thought it wasn't real. So I ended up looking it up. And what they showed on there was what CNN had on their website and what different news stories popped up. And I was like, wow. So anyway, his daughter's graduation happened and he seemed real happy. And he's shooting this video diary, basically a vlog of him preparing to murder his wife and his 18-year-old daughter. Okay, and yeah. And so, first, after you see the video of him at the daughter's graduation, and then you get to see the wife, you get to see the daughter. He was so loving towards both of them. Like, really, like, if I hadn't known the outcome, I would never thought this man was preparing to kill his family. And he was giving the wife money to, because she was, even though she was only in her 40s, I believe, 30s or 40s, she had some type of something physical going on and she could not work. And I want to say it may have been something with her back where she couldn't work any longer. And so she was shooting these videos of her crafting and things that she would make to sell, and talking about how lucky she is and how, look what her husband got for her. And like, oh, she would be on there talking about, he gave me more money today and this and that, and showing off this room that he made for her like her own room to be able to do her crafting and her videos and everything else she was doing. And so she, like in a lot of cases with women, she's thinking she's, got the best husband and she's on cloud nine, and only to find out soon that that's not true. So she ended up, like I said, not being able to work. So she was crafting, and she was also doing that, trying to bring in extra income. Okay. So he's giving her money without her even asking for it. He had purchased this new recliner for her back, and all these supplies and stuff. And, she's just bragging on him. And, in his videos, so it would switch back and forth, showing videos that she was doing like for her channel and to promote her crafts. And in his videos, things were much different. He was talking about how she's just going to drain him, basically milk him financially and drain him, and how he's not really having a life. He's just living to survive and pay bills and this and that. it was really scary how different it was. And I'm thinking, sir, he had every opportunity as a man. He had every opportunity to walk away from this. He would have been better off walking away from the situation. And if he had just walked away, it would have been better that way. At least his wife and his daughter wouldn't have been killed. So, yeah, in his videos, he was out there in the woods building his little getaway. And it went down to the very day before he was getting ready, or 2 weeks before he was getting ready to do what he was going to do, which is the killing. And so, yeah, the day of the killing, I can't remember how exactly they found out it was him. I think because the house was on fire, and when they went in, they only found the daughter and the mother in there, and they had died by other means. I'm not sure exactly how they died, if it was shooting or blunt trauma or something, but they had died by other means. And the house was set on fire, and he went to his little hideout. And what gave him away, y'all, is that where he was at in the woods, he had built a fire for his stove, and the smoke coming out the top, the helicopters that were going, trying to, over the scene and this and that, saw the smoke coming out the woods. So they're like, what is that? And they went to investigate, because obviously they knew he was somewhere. They just didn't know where. And here this fool is in this little hideaway he built underground. And when the police finally were able to get in, I think they were throwing like that tear gas or something in there first, and he still wasn't coming out. And when they got close enough to where they could get in and get their way in, they heard a pop. And when they went in, he had shot himself, and he died. So I'm just like, how sad. But he left behind the vlog of all the preparation up until that time. And it's just so crazy, y'all. This just goes to show you, even the people closest to you, sometimes you don't know, okay? Or you think you know their capabilities and what drives them and where their mind is at, but you really don't, okay? Not in all cases, I'm saying in some cases. And just like they say, sometimes it's the people closest to you that you trust that can hurt you. And so he left this video behind, and he left I think he left some different other stuff behind that they saw of his plan. So he was talking too in his video diary about how after he killed his wife and daughter, he was basically gonna just try to live down underground for a while in this little bunker that he made, and rob banks and pharmacies is what he was gonna do. I mean, and he was just saying it, I mean, he believed in his plan. He was completely serious. And he was just really frank. He was like, hey, I don't know, maybe in a week or two, or a few weeks, he was like, I might be dead. I mean, he was so matter of fact about it. Like, and he was okay with it, he said, because he was just living to pay bills. He wasn't enjoying life. And I'm like, dang, just because you didn't enjoy your life doesn't mean you had to, ruin other lives like that. Like, if you feel like that, go on and leave. And let them live their life. I'm pretty sure that they would have appreciated that outcome a lot more than how he chose to do it. I mean, he could have just walked away and been his own unhappy self and did what he wanted to do and let them live. But no, he killed his wife, and here she is thinking she's got the best husband and she's on cloud nine, and then he kills his 18-year-old daughter that graduated, and she had scholarships, so she was planning to go to school. I just think that that is just, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, I mean, not everyone can stomach watching stuff like that. Not that it shows anything gory really, but just, you know, the darkness of the story. But it's a real story, and it's something that really happens, and something that's probably not the last time it's gonna happen. But yeah, if you want to check that out, it's Peter Kessler, and that is, yeah, it is on YouTube. So that was really good. I sent the link to Abrielle, because we'll often send each other links to stuff like that to watch, and she was just like, wow. She was blown away by it like I was. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and finish getting this flat ironed, and then I am going to get my outfit on and do some makeup, and then I will do some styling. Okay, so I made my part. Almost done. It doesn't look like it, but I am. I'm going to curl the rest to the, or flat iron the rest to the other side. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it all out or if I'm going to do like a half up, half down hairstyle. I've been meaning to tell you guys too, if there are any new subscribers since the last time I was on, I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching first and foremost, but thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you enjoy seeing a real person. Not everyone can just wake up looking pulled together, and not every day is perfect or close to it. Oh. I cannot wait till spring, and winter has not even started yet. Like, seriously, that's kind of the only thing I've been thinking about. But oh my goodness, I think in my last video I was talking to you guys about I needed to go get my oil changed while I was off on vacation. Well, I did do that. I did go get my oil changed, and when you get your oil changed, I took it to the dealership. When you get your oil changed, they go ahead and do the inspection to see if anything else is wrong, and they automatically go ahead and do a tire rotation if it's necessary, which I typically need it, and just make sure your tires are good and everything else is good. So apparently my valve cover is leaking, so I which was very unexpected, and it's not something that's covered by my warranty. So yeah, but you know what, I didn't even complain about it. I'm just like, you know what, I just feel blessed that first of all I'm able to have some transportation to get myself around, and that second of all I'm able to, whatever goes wrong with it, get it taken care of. So I'm just kind of staying focused on the big payoff, which is being able to drive it knowing that I don't owe anything on it. So even when I was at the dealership and I was talking to the young man that was helping me He was like, wow, you're going to have it paid off already? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you know, you must have been doing your thing. I was like, yeah. I said, I just was really determined in any little bit. I didn't care if it was $10 or $15. Like, even when my bill wasn't due, I would put something on it. And those little $10, $15 here and there, they, believe it or not, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. And it, not just for a bill like that, any bill you're paying on, you know, you might have your regular payment, but then in between, if you could just put like 10 bucks here on it. I mean, I spend 10 bucks in the vending machine at work, sometimes more than that. So it's definitely not a bad thing to be able to put extra here and there, because you never know what will come up. You know, I could get laid off, or, you know, something could happen with my job. I mean, it just, anything you have to be prepared for. So making extra little payments, even though you're like, what is that gonna do? Believe it or not, over time, it does make a difference. So, okay, I'm gonna get this finished and then come back. Hello. I'm back. So I finally finished the flat ironing part. Still not really sure how I'm gonna style it. I got it pretty nice and straight. I mean, it's not bone straight, but I don't think I put bone straight effort into it. I just pretty much wanted to try to straighten it out. I think before I put my clothes on, I am going to go ahead and try to trim my ends a little bit and not get too carried away. Yeah, my ends definitely do need trim just a little bit. I mean, if you guys can see like how like that needs to be evened out. So yeah, I'm gonna do just a little bit of trimming and then I'll change my clothes. I just wanted you to see that it was straightened out, and I'm not gonna try to get myself together and put my outfit together. Okay, you guys, I am back. Just catching up on my Andy Appleseed TV. I don't know if you guys watch or have heard of Lunel. She's a comedian. It's hilarious. I think she has a special that's like, I don't know if it's on Netflix, Hulu. It's on one of those streaming services. I've seen it. And like I said, she's just funny. She is so real. But yeah, she was, I don't know how I missed this, because it's not actually one of the newer videos, but it's her talking about the Chris Rock special when he's talking about the little incident and giving her her piece on that. So yeah, I'll go ahead and pause that and catch up on that shortly. But yeah, so I got a little bit of color on me. I'm not looking quite as pale. I'm gonna go ahead and I had to put my sweater on, but I have a towel in the front so I don't get it all messed up. I'll show you the whole outfit after I get my eyebrows and stuff and my hair together. Still not quite sure what to do with the hair. So Aubrielle's birthday is coming up. Can you believe my baby girl will be 27 years old? Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. I remember when I used to take her to the nail shop with me, and she was so little, they would let her organize the nail polishes by color. She just would have so much fun doing that. Now she's getting her own nails done. So yeah, 27 years old. I'm going to have to clean these up and even them out. They're very uneven. I need to fill my Q-tip holder up. I kind of want to go to the movies and see. They have, I didn't know it was out. I actually never heard of it, but that movie called Thanksgiving, it's a horror movie, but those are some of my favorite kinds of movies. I love scary type movies. Even when they really make me scared, like, I still want to watch them. Aubrey's the same way. She'll be like, I know I'm going to be scared. Or she'll be like, I watched that and I was looking around. It is officially 2 a.m., okay? And I am going strong. I mean, here we are preparing for Christmas, which, you know, this year, like I said, I didn't decorate or anything like that, but like I'm already just preparing myself because I know a couple days after Christmas, I'm gonna walk in the stores and see stuff for Valentine's Day. I mean, really, it's just, that's how it is. Hopefully, if any of you guys are a parent of a youngster, a young child, hopefully you guys take the time to explain to them what Christmas is really about. It's not about the material. Like I said earlier, I just wish that I had known and appreciated all of this when I was younger. Yeah, the material stuff really doesn't mean anything, especially when it's your time to pass on and, you know, go to the other side, and you got to stand there and answer for this and that. Nothing material is going to help you in that moment. So, yeah. Material things, they don't really hold as much value as you think. This mascara is on it. I'd like this mascara, but it gets clumpy. It got clumpy really quick. But I do like that I was able to get my eyelashes to actually stand up or straighten out. You know, sometimes it's hard to, it feels like the mascara is not strong enough or thick enough. This mascara is nice and thick. It has nice hold to it, nice volume, but it does get, maybe not clumpy, almost too thick. And I haven't had it that long, but I don't think I have. If I'm not mistaken, you should have a new mascara like every 3 months. I could be mistaken on that, but I think that's it. Hopefully with my next Ipsy bag, I'll get a mascara. I need to actually get online and see what's going to be in my December bag. I've been trying to, I had the app on my phone, but I deleted a lot of my apps just because I'm trying to be more aware of information that I'm putting in, like when I'm messing with my accounts and stuff, because I mean, I've been a victim of like security breaches. I've been in some of those. I've seen stuff on my credit report before about a P.O. box somewhere in Maryland that ended up on my credit report. And I'm like, I don't think so. So I'm actually still getting that resolved. It took forever for me to get, I used to have an address on my credit report in Rhode Island. It took forever for me to get that off of my credit report. Like, I was like, this is ridiculous. And I don't know, you know, it could have just been an honest mistake somewhere. But yeah, to have my name associated with that, I mean, with this, the one in Maryland, the P.O. box, I can't remember right off where in Maryland it is, but I have it written down because I've been contacting some people regarding it. It's like somewhere in Maryland, but anyway, yeah, P.O. Box 7 something. I'm just trying to get that off because I'm like, I have no idea where that came from. Yeah, that address is just unfamiliar to me, and I have not even been to Maryland, so, and don't plan on going. So yeah, that's obviously some sort of mistake, or it is actually someone that's I don't know, if a hacker somewhere working, you know, and those trying, you know, a group that's trying to get into people's accounts and stuff. So I'm trying to get that resolved. And in the midst of that, I'm just trying to be more aware and more cautious about doing transactions online. Like if I could pay a bill over the phone, I'm going to do it over the phone. Whereas I used to pay everything, do everything like that online. But now with this, I'm like, I can't because yeah, it's not familiar. And I don't even know how long it's been on there. But the section of my, you know, I only check certain things on my credit report. So I didn't think to check addresses for some reason. And I just happened to check addresses and I'm like, that is not my address. It never has been. I'm like, why is that there? So yeah, y'all gotta be diligent in tracking your credit report and what's on there because people do anything. I'm gonna go ahead before I actually start styling my hair. I'll go ahead and put my before I start styling, I'll put my jewelry on first. I've been eating these Simple Mills snacks, almond flour snacks, and they're really, really good. I have some almond flour brownie snacks, like the brownie flavor thins and some of the cinnamon thins that are more like a graham cracker taste. But yeah, I'm really pleased with all of them. I actually took some to work and let some of my coworkers try them out, and they liked them as well. I'm gonna put this back until I get finished. This is just my makeup towel. That's why it has makeup all over it. But let me see, for my edges, I got some. I'm either gonna use the hair gel, Gorilla hair gel. This one is kind of old, so hopefully it's okay. Or I'm going to use a little bit of mousse right here just to hold everything down once I get it styled. But yeah, I've been enjoying those snacks. You guys, if you like almond flour snacks, or, you know, if you're just looking for a healthy snack, you have to try them out. Now, I'd have to tell you, I took some seaweed snacks to my job because I'm always harping on, like, oh, how good the seaweed snacks are. That did not go that did not go well. Oh my Lord. Everybody in the lab tried one at the same time because I had bought some to work. So everybody tried them at the same time. Here I am talking about how good they are and how good they are for you, which is true. They are very good for you. But if you would have seen some of the looks on people's faces. I really enjoy seaweed snacks. I actually do. Aubrey does too. She likes stuff like that a lot. But it's not for everyone. Because I told y'all that my one coworker, I took those Impossible chicken patties and had some in the freezer at work, and he had some chicken in the freezer, and he said he had to stop. I told him, I said, well, try one. Said he had to stop, and he went and checked to make sure. He said he started asking the other people in the lab, do I got the right chicken? He said, because it tastes like regular chicken. He was like, it was really, really good. Like, yeah, well. And it's funny because, I mean, it's such a myth that's just like, if you're a lighter skinned person, you can't cook, and they just don't believe that I can cook anything because of how I eat. You know, not that everything I eat is healthy and good for me. I know I don't, but a lot of this stuff, like a lot of the proteins that I eat are vegan proteins or plant-based proteins, and so they automatically think because I choose to eat that stuff, I choose to eat tofu, they think I can't cook. I'm like, what is going on with that? My grandmother could throw, like, a lot of the people in my family can throw down, men and women. So as far as cooking, so, and I didn't get this thick for nothing. I obviously been eating something. You had some good cooking. But yeah, I just think that's funny. They think if you're a lighter skinned person, that it's just a myth. I'm like, do y'all know how foolish that sounds? It was like in the 50s today. It barely made it into the 50s. I mean, I still had to have a coat on. When I went in the nail shop, I tried to go in there. I had on a hoodie and a fitted skirt and some Uggs, and a puffy vest, a puffy vest to, that matched my Uggs and my hoodie. But yeah, I tried to take the vest off because I was like, well, maybe it's too warm for this. And I stepped out of my car, was getting myself together, get my stuff together, and I was like, I put it right back on. Hey. It really helped trimming my ends. It really did. I mean, I trimmed off quite a bit. I know it doesn't look like it probably, but I did. I trimmed off quite a bit. I just have to not be afraid to do that. And then I have to not get carried away too, because sometimes I start trimming my ends and I don't need to trim my ends. Not as often as I try to. But I find if it gets to the point where my hair is not as flowy, that sometimes it'll be because my ends need trimmed. Or if I'm curling it and it's just not cooperating, like it's not curling, then I can tell that that's the reason why. That helps to trim my ends then. Trying to decide if I want to do a grocery pickup tomorrow or if I want to have groceries delivered. Only thing with delivery is I have to do a delivery fee, and then you still have to tip your driver and everything. That's the, you don't want to do something like that and not be able to tip. But if I picked them up, I would save that. I would save myself those fees. But then again, the convenience of it. I mean, I might just be having one of those days, especially if it's gloomy out and cold, where I'm like, I don't want to do anything if I don't have to. I don't want to leave to go anywhere. I hate that the Walmart website, I can't get the Purple Carrot brand plant-based frozen meals because those are so good, y'all, okay? Especially the elote, which I love, and the meatball marinara is really good. I mean, even if you don't eat plant-based, I think that a lot of people, like almost anyone, would eat that. I love this color pink. Like you can wear, I like to wear a lot of silver, but I also do have some like gold accessories that would also look pretty with this. So now I'm gonna kind of like pull it together. Try to. I really try not to have my hair in my face because I don't like my hair in my face typically. But for some styles, I'll just put up with it. Just for the style. Now, if I was going to work, I wouldn't be able to have my hair like this. I'd have to have it like pulled back off my face or in a headband or in a bun, because by the time I get out and start walking in front of the big fans or just being around some of the presses that, have oil that might spit out of them or any type of chemical. I wouldn't be able to. And then plus if I'm in a situation where I am under pressure and I might get a little overheated and my hair starts to sweat, it's like, it will revert, put it that way. Can you, Okay, so I'm gonna get my edges together, and I think for that I'm gonna use just a little bit. I'm kind of leery about the mousse. Because I don't want my hair to revert in any way. Not right now. So maybe I'll just use a little bit of this gel. Please try to get the flyaways to stop being so extra. Okay, quit. So now I'm gonna put a little bit of jewelry on here. Oh dear. A few accessories on. I'm gonna do silver, and then I'm gonna put my shoes on and show you guys how it looks. I think I'm gonna actually put some heels on. So. And it's funny that I'm doing all this just to take it off, throw my pajamas on, my glasses, and I've got some of those brownie thins to have as a snack. Might fix a cup of coffee, but I don't know. Because I left my coffee creamer at work in the refrigerator, and so I'm either gonna have to have it with no creamer, which I can do but don't want to do, or yeah, I don't know what else I could put in it. I have almond milk, but that's not my favorite way to have my coffee, honestly. I like to have actual coffee creamer. And the creamer that I have at work is peppermint mocha creamer. It's really good. If you guys have never had it, you have to try it. Now, I like the Coffee Mate brand better, but when I did my last groceries, I did grocery pickup, and they substituted it because they didn't have it. So they gave me the International Delight brand of it. Y'all know I can't do just one necklace, so I can already tell this one is going to be difficult for me to fasten. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I got my jewelry on, and I feel like I got my hair together. That Gorilla Glue, not regular glue, not regular like wood glue. I'm talking about Gorilla Gel. I shouldn't have said Gorilla Glue. It's Gorilla Gel, y'all. But it just a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like it really helps. I think this sweater is so cute. My hair turned out well. It's got some nice flow to it. And I like the one side back, even though I don't have to put one side back. I like it like that for this style anyway. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see my boot. I have on knee boots. Back. Turn this light out. Here she is, y'all. Hey. Excuse my creaky floors. These boots are so comfortable. When I get done being silly, I'll take one off and show you one. But yeah, they are over the knee boots, extremely comfortable, and I think I could actually walk around in these for about 30 minutes. So yeah, here you go, you guys. Let me, hold on, I'll grab a purse that I think might work. I do have that one black chain belt purse. I'll grab that and see how that looks with this. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the bag I'm talking about. It's really cute. Fun. Just enough for me to put my cell phone and cards in, and then I can have my hands free for other stuff. So it's a good like run around errand type bag. This, I have a brown one like this. The brown one is a large. This one is a small, but it's still comfortable on my waist. I just cannot put it further down on my waist, like where my belt loops are, because I'm a little too thick right there. It's okay. But the brown, if I had the brown one on, the brown one is more, it has a gold chain on it. It would actually fit through the belt loops, but you know, it's all the pie. Oh, so yeah, I am pleased with this outfit. I already had the jeans. The jeans are DJ jeans, very comfortable.